My problem with him is the vagueness in which come with his disses.
Hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea, hot tea.
So, Jhené Aiko has finally let my boy Big Sean out the house so he can rap again. And now everybody is asking, who is he dissing? Is he dissing Kendrick? Is he dissing Kanye? So we gonna get to the bottom of this today, but I noticed Joe talked about it on his podcast. So let's see what Joe had to say real quick.
My problem with Big Sean is, respectfully, if you're watching Big Sean, I mean no disrespect by this, is anytime, my problem with him is the vagueness in which come with his disses. That's my problem with Big Sean.
Okay, that's fair.
Big Sean does lyrically diss people. He does. Mm-hmm. And then we hear it as fans and we get to guessing, and then every guess we say, he says, you're wrong. But he don't never tell us who he dissing. Now, not that he has to,
I don't like
but our guesses be sounding accurate to us. When we thought that you and Kendrick had something going on for a little while, he told me on the phone I was wrong. I thought on the phone that was cap. Later it turned out, Joe be right. Y'all artists, because of the political correctness that you have to carry your brand and your business with, y'all can't tell us when one of these niggas is pissing you off, and it happens more often than not. Y'all get pissed off on just who name got the bigger font on the festival flyer. You want me to come in here and talk about all the things that really piss y'all artists off?
That's true.
That is a fact.
You niggas hate each other. And this message to me sound like somebody that would have reason to not really look at that side with the greatest delights. I sold all of these records. Y'all made more money off it than me. You probably didn't give me the easiest time when we was trying to figure out the split, and we haven't appeared to be very close since then appeared. I don't know anybody's business, and I'm not speaking to moles. I have a life. We'll get to that later. So that's my only problem with Big Sean, is that, all right, Big Sean, you said you're not talking about Kendrick. Cool, take you at your word. Now we think you're talking about Kanye. And he's on record saying, I'm not talking about Kanye. I love Kanye. I sold records with Kanye. Well, then who the fuck?
Is he saying that?
He said that.
Or is he saying, no, I don't think Kanye leaked my shit?
And something else, he's saying, I'm not talking about Kanye.
In the song.
I love Kanye.
Gotcha.
Okay, well then now you fucked us up and we don't know what to do. That's my only problem with Sean.
All right, so let's start with Exhibit A. So he put out this snippet, and this was the first sign to many people that Big Sean was out here dissing somebody.
You niggas talking about you run your city, that shit gentrified. You having an identity crisis, how you identify?
So after that, people was like, hold on. Who's Sean talking about? And I think since the Kendrick and Drake shit, all y'all niggas is in beef mode. Yo, who he talking about? Y'all niggas ready. Dun, 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 dun. Every time y'all walk down the street, y'all can hear Not Like Us in your ear. You just ready for another fucking battle, right? So Sean said, y'all going with so many narratives. I'm talking to the haters who just keep finding something to point out that they don't like about me. It's not even worth explaining, though. I'ma just focus on the music. And then he said, "Fuck these bitch-ass niggas," okay? Now, Exhibit B, he does the On the Radar freestyle and says this.
I'm feeling seasick, looking for engagement like they got their knee bent. I got better things to do than find someone to beef with.
All right, who he talking about? Who out here beefing? He got better things to do than find someone to beef with. And this freestyle was fire, by the way, Shani. It was fire. Going off that Aaliyah beat, nigga. If your girl only knew. You know what I'm saying? See, this is Detroit shit. Aaliyah from Detroit, Big Sean from Detroit. If y'all don't know, that fat nigga never gave up. He might be from Detroit too. So, yeah, the first thing I thought was he's addressing somebody who was just in a public beef. So to me, it sounded like he might have been talking about Kendrick. Then in Exhibit C, The streets said Big Sean album got leaked. And the word on the street was it was Kanye who did it.
Projects, you know, I've been there since graduation. You know, and I got to like study and contribute, you know, give energy to every project. 808s, Beautiful, Twisted, right? So I know he wouldn't do that because that's trash. I know he wouldn't do no shit like that. So whoever did do that, just know it did fuck me up. But I know, like, hold on, let me show y'all some shit. I know he ain't do that shit because I know he ain't do that. Niggas talking about, yeah, he did that. I know he ain't do that because look at this shit right here. Let me show y'all something. You see this plaque right here? It's 185 million records sold under Good Music. I love good music. Nigga that shit, they made more money off my music than I did.
Now, it's funny how a lot of people can't tell that this shit is extremely passive aggressive. Nigga made more money off my music than I did. But I see people saying, oh yeah, this mean it wasn't Kanye. No, I don't, like, I don't know, bro. It sounded like to me he was kind of throwing some shade at Kanye a little bit. I mean, I guess I'm the only person who noticed that. Maybe, you know, nobody want to talk about it, but I'll talk about it. It sounds like that nigga saying, I don't fuck with Ye. I think he did have something to do with leaking my album. Nothing about what he just said here to me is clearing Kanye from the person he thinks leaked his album. But even with all of that being said, I still don't know whether or not in them other freestyles and previews and snippets he dropping that he was talking about Ye. He might be talking about Kendrick and Ye.
And leaking a nigga shit, I had access to a lot of exclusive, not just him, just other people too, nigga. I would never leak nobody's.
Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
So I know he ain't.
See, I've been in that same position where I could have leaked some shit. I ain't leak your shit, Ye. Come on, bro.
Do that. I know he ain't do that.
Very passive aggressive. I keep telling y'all I'm from Detroit. I know that. I know that sneaky ass smile. That's a Detroit sneakster, okay? Exhibit D. He put out another snippet.
I was in North Carolina throwing up them pyramids with whole.
So he said, I was in Paris throwing up. He said, I was in Paris throwing up pyramids with Hove. Now, if y'all remember, Big Sean had the blessing to be signed to Good Music and Rockefeller at the same damn time. I remember when I used to want to rap, I was like, that would be my dream situation. Rockefeller and Good Music at the same time. Ye and Jay-Z. So I just thought it was a mighty fine coincidence that the next person he talks about in a freestyle was Hove, when we all know that Ye and Hove not cool. Then, if you want to get back to the Kendrick conversation, remember, when Control came out, before people was talking about Drake and Kendrick, they was talking about Big Sean and Kendrick. Because remember, Drake and Kendrick had did multiple songs together. So when Control came out, a lot of people felt like it was really aimed at Big Sean. Like any of the slander in that song, people felt like Big Sean had to respond. But for a long time, people was waiting for a Big Sean and Kendrick clash. But, you know, time goes on. Obviously, Kendrick's career took off. Big Sean had a few albums that didn't do really well, even though he would always have some good songs on his album. I don't feel like he consistently put out quality projects. And that's not to say Big Sean don't have some quality projects. And I want to rephrase this the correct way because I love Big Sean. I don't feel like Big Sean was able to put some projects together that were able to perform well so that they were good for business. So I don't know if he had a situation with a label or whatnot, and, you know, some funding ended. I do remember at one point I heard that Big Sean might have been independent because he made a lot of money so he could pay for his own music. But, you know, a lot of artists would rather the label front the bill for studio time, etc., videos, features, and all of that shit, because that can get expensive, right? Imagine, you know, you paying $250 for every big feature, $250,000 to get Lil Baby on your track, for example. So that's why a lot of people are more comfortable with a label, so they could just kind of get their money and dip. When you put all your money into a project and the money don't come back, then that shit hit different. Because there's some people that, you know, they'll say, oh, I get to keep all the profits, but they don't tell you about all the money that they spent going in. And yeah, they might be getting all of the profits, but the profits might not be what they spent. Ergo, Megan Thee Stallion. Remember, she was talking all that independent shit, and she went and signed with a major as soon as she could, because she was fronting the bill for some shit, and she might have got them projections back, and she was like, I don't know what this gonna do. I don't know what that's gonna do, so it's better off. I'm better off signing to a label. So yeah, I don't know what Sean's situation was, but for whatever the case, he disappeared for a while. And, you know, now he's come back. Also, during that disappearance, he started doing albums with his baby mama, Janae Aiko. Wasn't it like something 88? I like those projects that they were putting out as well. But, you know, he kind of disappeared. And I feel like he shouldn't have did that. Because I always say, you can say whatever you want about Drake, but that nigga was consistent. See, that's the reason that y'all got this whole narrative about the old Drake, because he kept putting out new music. He never disappeared. It was never a summer where you wasn't getting no Drake music, where you wasn't getting no Drake features, no Drake summer banger. That's how you keep your name alive, and that's how you keep yourself in the conversation of top 3, top 5 best rappers. And I do remember Big Sean was really upset that a lot of people didn't have him in their top 3. I think in his head, he felt like it was Drake, Kendrick, and him. I think he might have had himself over J. Cole. Because I keep telling y'all, and J. Cole has said this himself, he had to go back to the kitchen for a second. Because during that KOD time, shit wasn't looking the best for J. Cole. Nobody was putting him in that top rapper kind of category. Then he bust out with some of these features. He started rapping again. He started focusing on the music, because at one point he was focusing on the production. He was trying to produce, which some people can do, but some people need to focus on what they good at, which is rapping. And J. Cole went in the kitchen, came back with new flows, all of the above, and now you got niggas talking about, oh man, J. Cole, top 3, top 3, top 3, top 3. Some people might have J. Cole over Kendrick and Drake. But, you know, even when he took that break, he still came back and it's been super consistent ever since. So if Big Sean want to do anything, he has to stay consistent. He has to stay consistent. But as far as who he's talking about on these tracks, if you ask me, it's a little bit of everybody you think he got an issue with. So yes, I'm putting Kendrick and Kanye in there. He's going to deny it because that's how Big Sean is. But to me, if he really want to get shit rocking again, put a name on it. Put an address on it. Let niggas know who you don't fuck with. I feel like that's another reason why people never took him serious, because he's never been serious, if that make any sense. He's always been too much of a nice guy. Like, even J. Cole got a little bit of bad guy in him. Big Sean is always smiling, always positive, uplifting. And look, J. Cole is like that too, but when J. Cole want to rap and when he really want to talk his shit, he does. We don't get enough of that from Big Sean. Last time I really heard him talking shit, it was a track he did on DJ Khaled's album. I want to say maybe it was about 2 or 3 albums ago. and he had like a Big Sean track on there. I forgot the name of that song, but I remember I love that shit because Sean was really talking that shit. But that's the last time I really heard Sean talking that shit. You got to do that sometimes. In the words of Kendrick, sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.